Welcome back everyone. We're going to be doing another speed test between the iPhone SE 2020 and the older kind of brother to it, but I don't really know how to explain it, the iPhone 11. Now I will say both of these phones will probably experience the same exact problem, and that is the RAM management portion of the test. So I've been testing the iPhone SE 2 against all these other iPhones, including the 8 Plus, 10, 10s, all these other phones, and basically what I'm saying is the RAM management portion is better on older iPhones than newer iPhones, including but not limited to the SE 2, because the iPhone 11 back when I tested it back in the day also experienced those specific problems too. So that was a very weird thing. I don't really know why that keeps happening, but I know that the iPhone 11 experiences this too. So I'll tell you some of the specs or some of the more important ones. They both have the A13 chip, but the main thing to keep in mind is that the iPhone 11 has 4 gigs of RAM, where the iPhone SE 2 has 3 gigs of RAM. So keep that in mind while we're going through. Once I kind of load up all these apps in the background and I do that RAM management portion, then I guess we will see kind of a better idea of what's exactly going on. So with that being said, let's go and start loading these things up. Let's do the camera, 3, 2, 1. Okay, they're gonna be about the same, not a big deal. Photos, 3, 2, 1. Actually, I think the SE2 was slightly faster there. Calendar, 3, 2, 1. Okay, wasn't really looking. Mail, 3, 2, 1. And that one was kind of tough. I mean, I want to say the SE2, but I'm probably wrong. Clock, 3, 2, 1. About the same there too. Maps, 3, 2, 1. I think the iPhone 11 was slightly faster to, get that little icon up. Weather, 3, 2, 1. I think the iPhone 11 again slightly faster. Reminders, 3, 2, 1. Kind of tough to say there as well. Notes, 3, 2, 1. And I think we're in a note here. No, we're not. Okay, that one was really weird. Stocks, 3, 2, 1. I don't really know, and basically the reason why I load these apps up, they don't really even say that much because they both load almost the same time, but I just want to build these apps up in the background so when I go back and then do the RAM management portion, I can go ahead and see which one loads up faster and all that stuff, and cancel them out. News, 3, 2, 1. I think the iPhone 11 was a little bit faster. Books, 3, 2, 1. Okay, iPhone 11. App Store, 3, 2, 1. And they both were about the same. Scrolling speeds probably going to be about the same too, so not a gigantic difference between both of them at all. Settings, 3, 2, 1. Okay, about the same. Phone call, 3, 2, 1. About the same. Let's go ahead and load up a page on Safari and see which one is the faster one. So the Apple.com, 3, 2, 1. And I think the iPhone 11 was faster just by a little bit. I actually don't really know because I was looking at this one, but maybe this one loaded up faster, but between both, I think the iPhone 11 won. Music, 3, 2, 1. About the same on both. So now that we have all those apps out of the way, let's go and start doing these third-party apps between both of them. Let's do Twitter, 3, 2, 1. And iPhone SE actually got into that one faster. Very good. Facebook, 3, 2, 1, or very bad depending on how you're looking at it. Again, iPhone SE 2 got into that app faster. Doodle Jump, 3, 2, 1. And that one was kind of tough because they both had different pop-ups, so I'm not really too sure which one was the faster one there. Fruit Ninja, 3, 2, 1. And I think the SE2 was a little bit faster there. We can actually get into some gameplay, but they're both going to be about the same. I've already done this a billion times. Yeah, they're going to be about the same between both, but just for your guys' awareness, I guess I'll go ahead and do it. But yeah, there we go. Stack, 3, 2, 1. And I think the SE2 was faster to get into the ad, so I guess that's good news. Paper IO 1, which I don't know. I do have 3, 2, 1. And iPhone SE 2 slightly faster just by a little bit. Snake versus Blocks, 3, 2, 1. And I think they both are almost exactly the same. I don't really notice that big of a difference between either one. Thank You, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I think the SE2 was slightly faster just by a little bit, but other than that, like I stated, not really that big of a difference. Netflix, 3, 2, 1. And actually the SE2 was quite a bit faster there, which honestly is pretty interesting. Quizlet, 3, 2, 1. Oh, and I did click it, so I didn't even think I clicked it. For some reason, it glitched up on the iPhone 11. That was very, very weird. So I don't really know how to explain it, but I think the iPhone SE2 won. If that makes any sense, that was really weird. Temple Run 2, 3, 2, 1. And it's looking like the iPhone SE2 is slightly faster. Maybe not. Oh, it is, okay. Followed by the iPhone 11 shortly after. Let's get into some gameplay and load this game up. That was really weird on the iPhone 11 earlier still, how I clicked on Quizlet and it didn't open until a little after. I don't think that's ever happened before, so that was really, really weird. Instagram, 3, 2, 1. I think I'm on an account here, so yeah, it is what it is, okay. Asphalt 9, 3, 2, 1. Now I don't know how this is gonna work because I think I'm on 2 different stages of the game, so I guess we're just gonna see what happens. Oh, okay, actually, they both kind of, the SE2 I think got into that little icon thing faster though. So what does this say? I'm gonna click not now and see which one loads up faster. Yeah, this one was tough. They both were like kind of hand in hand. They both were almost exactly the same. So honestly, I don't know which one is faster there. Paper out 2, 3, 2, 1. And okay. To load that picture thing, I think was faster on the SE2. Now, one thing I want to notice is the gameplay and actual gameplay footage of this game. So I don't know why on the SE2, I said that kind of weird. For some reason, they always like kind of zoom out on that a little bit more, and I like it zoomed out more. Whereas on the iPhone 11, they keep it zoomed in. But honestly, between the whole entire gameplay, they both were almost exactly the same. So I don't really notice that big of a difference. This is a pretty intensive game for some reason. I don't know why. It looks basic, but it's not. So Snapchat, 3, 2, 1. SE2, I am loaded into my account, so I guess kind of keep that in mind. Temple Run 1, 3, 2, 1. Both were in a game. I don't know which one was faster. Maybe the SE2 was slightly faster, but they both were pretty hand in hand at the end of it. Let's end it off with the Real Racing 3, 3, 2, 1. And it's looking like the SE2 might be a little bit faster, but they're both probably going to be pretty close. And the SE2 was just a little bit faster, followed by the iPhone 11. So these things were pretty hand in hand. So one really wasn't, the greatest, in terms of the opening speeds. I think they both were pretty close, but I think more times than not, the iPhone SE2 was probably the faster one. And when it came down to actually opening the apps, now I'm going to test the RAM management, but when it came to opening the apps, probably the iPhone SE2 was faster more times than not than the iPhone 11, which if you're kind of, picking up the iPhone 11, that's a pretty important thing to note. So now that we have all these apps loaded up in the background, let's go ahead and start actually opening them up and see which one did a better job at keeping the apps in the background. If I had to guess, I'd probably say the iPhone 11 just because, it does have the extra gig of RAM, but you never know with iPhones. So let's go load this app, 3, 2, 1. And they both restarted. Usually on my phones like the iPhone 8 and iPhone 10, they would never restart. They would still keep it open. So the fact that they did restart is kind of weird. But let's keep it going. Let's go back to like the news or calendar 3. Now let's do mail, 3, 2, 1. Okay, both of them restarted again. So we can go back to something like the news, which is right here, 3, 2, 1. And both of them restarted there too. So I'm finding a good pattern here, which is not a good pattern. They should be able to keep those apps in the background if the newer or older iPhones are able to keep them back. We can do like the stocks. That seems to be a good one. 3, 2, 1. Both restarted. The iPhone 11 I think was a little bit faster to restart into it though. We can go into Safari. Okay, we'll just skip that one. 3, 2, 1. The iPhone 11 was actually able to keep this specific app in the background, where the iPhone SE2 did restart yet again. So again, maybe at the end of the day, the iPhone 11 will probably be the better one, but just to fuel my intrigueness, let's do Facebook. Both of them restarted. I don't know which one was able to boot into it faster. We can go to something like even Paper 1. That seems to be a pretty kind of intensive app or intensive game. 3, 2, 1. Again, iPhone 11 able to keep this app in the background. iPhone SE2 did restart. Is it a big deal? Are you going to notice it? Probably not. I want to say you won't notice it on like an everyday basis, but again, it is something to kind of consider at the end of the day. Thank you, 3, 2, 1. And And again, iPhone 11 able to keep that app in the background. iPhone SE 2 did restart. Now, here's the thing that I'm saying, and this is something to consider. With a phone like the iPhone SE 2, it is that budget phone and everything, and you're getting the same amount of RAM on this phone as phones like the iPhone 8, iPhone 10R, those specific phones. But for some reason, the iPhone SE 2 doesn't quite well compete with those phones when it comes down to the RAM management. But the iPhone 11 does do better RAM management job than the iPhone SE 2 because of that extra gig of RAM. So I'm trying to figure out is, why is the RAM management so bad on the iPhone SE 2020? Should it be that way? Should we just get used to it? Like, that's something I'm really trying to figure out, and it's honestly kind of a weird thing. I don't understand why Apple did that. I don't think they did it on purpose, but it's just a weird thing at the end of the day. So we're gonna have to figure it out. I'll get you guys answers somehow, but I'll make a separate video talking about it. But even in this case, I think overall the better performing phone is probably the iPhone 11. When it comes down to the RAM management and also the performance, a mixture is good. I think the iPhone 11 wins, but the iPhone SE 2 is pretty much, extremely good in performance, and I think it's faster than the iPhone 11 to load up the apps. But when it comes down to the RAM management, iPhone 11 wins hands down. So that pretty much covers it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys could hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel, all those links are linked down below. I'd really appreciate if you guys would check it out. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.